Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. Here today, we're going to be starting a brand new series on the channel. We're going to be playing as the Kingdom of Poland. So guys, I want to make a deal with you. If this video can hit 500 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today and release the second video instantly. If not, you just have to wait a little bit longer for that next upload. Got to say a huge thank you to the 1212 AD mod team for sending me an alpha copy of the mod and making this series possible. So let's get some White Eagles in the chat. We're currently playing as the Duchy of Lesser Poland. Hopefully we can make it the Kingdom of Poland, of course. We're playing as King Leszek. I'm gonna need some help, guys. I gotta be honest, these Polish names are a little bit difficult for me. So if you guys could help me in the comments and the chat, it would be much appreciated. So, faction mechanics, first among the Piasts, and we have, what have we got here? Behold, they sent you two swords, the swords of violence and of pride, and have lost many thousands of them, having been utterly defeated. So we have the royal city of Krakow, which gives us a 20% wealth from local commerce from Jewish communities. Okay. Building at no extra cost. We also get a 10 fire rate and minus upkeep for missile cavalry with retainers. We've also got German settlers, which gives us a minus 20 construction and plus 3 growth. We also get fragmentation as well. So let's quickly dive into the custom battle and have a look at Poland's unit roster and some of the tools we're going to be using for this campaign. So we've got the General's Bodyguard, we do have some shock infantry, heavy axemen, a lot of spearmen, which is great to see. We've got a decent amount of pikemen, along with halberds, polearms as well. We've got a decent amount of them. We do have some dismounted junior knights, decent bowmen, crossbowmen. We're a very professional Christian army, handgunners as well. We've got some decent shock, a lot of Germanic shock. But without further ado, I'll see you guys on the campaign map for the start of the Poland campaign. Poland STRONK! Okay guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to the campaign map. So I've got to say another huge thanks to the mod team. Here are the credits. You're most welcome to pause and have a look. So, as we are playing as Poland, we have to deal with the Pope, war weariness, and we do have some unseasonal conditions. So guys, welcome to the campaign map. We've got one territory here in Krakow, in Ruthenia. We currently have 15 units at our disposal, 2 units of medium sergeants. We've also got some lighter ones here, crossbow, cavalry, skirmish cav, which is great to see. So, the main objective for this series is to make Poland strong again. So, let's dive into diplomacy. We currently start off with one territory here. We want to unite the territory of Ruthenia. We have Kiev to the far east. And we have, who are these guys? Okay. We have these guys down in the south. So the main objective for this series is to make a strong, united Poland. We've also got some, what are these guys? Baltic pagans to the north. Kiev, we could go after Hungary as well. The regions in Silesia and Pomerania are heavily contested between myself and the Holy Roman Empire. So dealing with them, maybe even defeating the Holy Roman Empire could be a part of our objective. The Teutonic Order are far in the north in Riga, in Balticum. And their raids against our fellow Christians shouldn't go untolerated. We should put them down. They are not good Christians at the end of the day. So, we are the descendants of Lik from the tale of the two brothers. We will follow the White Eagle to the bitter end. And maybe we should, I don't know, take territories in Russia, Rus, and go down and maybe take, I don't know, Czechoslovakia against Czech as well. So, we currently start off with one region. This is going to be a tough series. So, we're currently 5 with the papacy. We've got a food surplus here at the moment. Catholic, Christian, and we've got first among the Piast as well. So, diplomacy-wise, we're currently trading with our allies here. Yeah, the thing is, it's such a poor area as well, so we are going to struggle. Okay, so technology-wise, I'm trying to think what we're best to sort of go into. Maybe getting some military order units isn't a bad shout. I don't know what we can recruit at the moment, so we'll just go into industrial sort of buildings, wealth from agriculture as well at the moment. Trade-wise, we do have a salt mine in Krakow, which will be incredibly useful, but we need to basically get ready to unite Poland here. We need to get Ruthenia. Okay, moving into my family tree, let's see who we're operating with. So, we currently have Leszek here, the king, the man, the myth, soon to be legend. We can obviously convert to Orthodox Christianity, Baltic paganism. Judaism would be interesting, like maybe flipping over to Judaism might be a sort of a cool series. I'm going to stay as Catholic Christian. That's what I want to go with this faction. But historically, at this time period, most of the Jews were getting expelled from other kingdoms, and it was not sort of a paradise as much Poland was. They were just a lot more tolerant and allowed them to come in, but they did have frequent riots and problems. So I think we even have a large Jewish community building here. I'm going to break it down because I want to get a salt mine. We do have training grounds. I'm going to upgrade my wheat farm here as well. So let's dive right into recruitment. So what can we get? So we can actually get some sergeants here. We do have some crossbowmen levies. I'd nearly prefer to get some archers if I could, if I'm being honest. Okay, so we have 2 units of mounted sergeants. I feel like we've got too many crossbowmen, so let's break one of them down. Mounted crossbowmen rather, and let's get rid of these guys as well. I prefer bowmen if I'm being honest, but we've got to be careful as well. Disbanding our army might make us seem weak to other factions, and they could pick off against us. So I think we need to push south against Halicz. I think that's how you pronounce it. And that's such a long name. Crikey. Okay, well, not really much else we can do here now. We do have Conrad, who we can get as well, who is my brother. We do want to try and get him married off as quickly as possible. So let's sort by attitude and try and get some non-aggression pacts where we can. Oh, he's an 11-year-old boy. Daniel. Okay, we can definitely deal with that. Salacia here will push in a moment. We have Bologna here. Let's try and get a non-aggression pact with you. So maybe try and get non-aggression pacts where we can at the moment, to be honest. Because we don't want to get sort of ganged up on. If one faction decides we're weak and inferior, more will join the slaughter. Okay, so we are Catholic, of course. We want to unite and have a strong Catholic frontier. So there's Baltic pagans to the north, Hungary. This is going to be a lot of fun. I haven't played as Poland on this mod before, so we're going to be going into sort of a blind let's play, as it were. It's going to be fun. So let me know in the comments, guys, where you'd like me to expand and conquer objectives. The main objective for this series, I think, is to make a strong, united Poland. We want to try and take our ancestral territory here, of course, while focusing on trying to defeat the Holy Roman Empire, throw out the false Christians in the Teutonic Order. We could even go after Hungary as well. So taking Riga would be a good siege. Maybe taking like Berlin, Brandenburg as well. So what are we better off going with here? Yeah, we're better off going with wealth and growth as well. Good. Okay, cool. Well, let's end the turn and continue. But like I said, it's going to be a tough one. We're going to have to play this one slowly and by ear because we are heavily outnumbered at the moment. We only have 1 settlement and 1 army to our name. But especially these territories here in Pomerania, bordering the Holy Roman Empire and myself, are going to be a contention, as there are a lot of sort of Germanic and Polish settlers between them. Mission issued. The heirloom of the Piast. The lands of the great pious kings of old. I keep on saying pious, it's Piast. Of old have fractured, and the dukes fight jealously over it. As their noble heirs, it is our duty to bring back the great kingdom of Poland. The ruler of Krakow's supremacy must be restored. Own the territories of Gdansk, Posen, Krakow. Yeah, cool. So we can. So that's our main objective. Gdansk and Posen. 400 turns remaining. Flight of the Piast Eagle. Become the kingdom of Poland. Excellent stuff. So there are some minor scripts and stuff here. So the Kingdom of Sicily and the Hafsfid Sultanate are at war. Hungary and Bohemia are at war. Oh, we've had some foreign trespassers in Champions of Christianity. Oh no! The Polish king has sent 17 units over the border. Will we have to go to war with Hungary early on? Oh no. Regardless, there's Prague there, so we've got further northern settlements there. Okay, so we're going to continue on our recruitment to get our longbowmen where we can. I want to oh, maybe we can't break that down. Maybe there's a permanent Jewish community that must remain there. I only want to try and get that salt deposit. I'm going to sue for a non-aggression pact. Okay, looks like we're not going to be able to. I might have to do the classic Simpzy cheese tactic and try and get some money out of people. But, yep, so Pisa's going to give us a little bit of dough. Sicily. Ah, buon appetito. Thank you. Okay, right, what else about these guys? So we're going to be able to get a cool K by the look of it. Okay. So guys, if you haven't gone and checked out my other medieval campaign series on the channel, I recommend it. I've got a Byzantine campaign, or Byzantine, however you like to say it. I've got an Ayyubid Sultanate and Kingdom of Scotland series. So this campaign will end in the future at some point. So let me know in the comments what you'd like me to replace it with. Oh good, but they're going to demand 300, I'll take that. We didn't really even pay for that. The Fifth Crusade! The Fourth Council. Pope Innocent proclaimed a new crusade to free the Holy Land from the Saracens. At the Fourth Council held this year, various Catholic factions will soon be able to join the crusade, though the intended target is unknown. I don't know exactly if they try to randomize it, but it's always what I've found to be Cairo, historically and in the mod. So, Teutonic Order are at war with the Baltic pagans to the north, and also Pomerania as well. We might be able to jump up on this, but it does look like Hungary has now fled back. We're going to need these sergeants as quickly as possible, and now we're actually going to be able to build a salt mine. Now, a salt mine gives us the resource of salt, but there are so many fantastic properties in salt. They're basically the refrigerators of the Middle Ages. So we're going to get food from reserves. We're also going to get a wealth from industry. And we're also going to get a 10% wealth from animal husbandry and buildings. Good. So let's bring this in where we can. So that's what we can recruit from this chain. I'm just sort of curious to see what we can... unlocks the recruitment of early knights. And what else can we get? So that just gives us bonuses. Okay, I'm going to quickly switch over to a... religious building here. So, what religious building, like what sort of infantry can we get? Okay, so we can get sort of Teutonic Knights by the look of it. Or rather, Hospitaller and Templar Knights. Capital. Does it change overly that much? No, not really. So, even though we can get decent crossbowmen and stuff, we're actually far more... yeah, we're far more... it's far more beneficial for us to actually get these military order stuff. Same within the Scotland campaign. Okay, so there's not really too much we can do. I would prefer to get rid of these crossbowmen and prefer to have some others. But at the moment, we're sort of sitting back, relaxing, slowly putting our money back into our small soul economy and trying to get a nice, strong Polish army. We've got 13k in the war, sorry, 1.3k in the war chest, and we're getting about 500 gold per turn. Okay, well, I think it's time to dive further back into diplomacy. Oh, I also should marry off my brother, Conrad, if we could. We just need to sort of see if there's any potential candidates. If not, doesn't matter. We can get him to marry a random, sort of generated Polish gal. But by the look of it, no one seems to have a woman. A princess. But Poland have had a fascinating history, haven't they? Like, what? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, perfect! 37. Why do they hate me so much? Dilemma events, 116. Oh, okay. We are improving. I think there was even a marriage between a Polish and a Hungarian at some point. Because there was that whole time when there was like the Polish-Lithuanian Union. Maybe we should bring that back. Was that like 1500s? 1600s? I can't remember off the top of my head. So, they're going to reject, but that's fine. Yeah, so we're playing 1212 AD, of course. So we'll try and marry you off as quickly as you can, and we'll try and allow my other statesmen. So, we've got a daughter. I desperately need a son, in my opinion. So, yep, the king's still commanding the army. We're still breaking down the training grounds, yep. And then we've got the salt deposit here as well. Okay, cool. Well, let's end the turn and continue. I'm not going to sort of make any battle preparations just yet until we've got a full stack under our command. But it's going to be difficult seeing as how Kiev is far in the east. And I think most of the religious stuff in the area is actually Orthodox. We're one of the sort of last frontiers. Okay, so I don't want to break this down now, because I've got sergeants still being constructed, and I don't want them to go, if I'm being honest. I probably could have actually switched to... yeah, raise levies, which gives me a 2. Okay, so we'll keep that there for the time being. We're still one turn away from gaining our salt deposit. Once we've got a full stack, we'll make preparations to hit someone. We could push further south to try and unite Ruthenia. That's a potential task. We can't get any agents. No, we haven't got any buildings. And Kiev is so far over there. Yep, so looking at the region of Krakow, yeah, I was right. So it's Catholic Christianity is on the decrease, while Orthodox is on the rise. We're sort of the last sort of Christian frontier, except for the Teutonic Order. So these guys are Baltic pagans, and then we got Kiev over here with Christianity. Catholic with the Hungarians as well. I want to try and get some sort of non-aggression pact with them. I'd love to marry my brother Conrad to the Hungarian princess, but it doesn't really seem applicable at the time. Okay, cool. Let's chuck a quick save, and we'll end the turn and continue. We will have a battle in today's episode. I plan to usually play for about an hour or so. Sometimes it can go in excess of that. I think the Ayyubid Sultanate video went for like 120 minutes. That was nearly a bloody 90-minute episode. But regardless, it's going to be interesting to see who we go to war against. Maybe the Baltic pagans in the north, maybe further south. We'll just sort of see what comes up. But the Fifth Crusade, the Crusade for Cairo, has now been called. So we can continue on our salt as well, and we should be trading it. Whoa, 160, so it's not too bad. We're exporting all of it. Salt to Hungary, the pagans, and Silesia as well. So, does anyone else want to trade with me? No, not overly. Does anyone else want to give me any sort of money? Yeah, probably not. Not really much else we can do. We've got 3,800 in the bank, and we're making 445 per turn. Not really much else I can do here as well. We can secure, we can embezzle. No, I can't really do anything else. We're just sort of sinking turns left, right, and center. We're going to be able to speed through this. My governor's now gone up in stat, which is good. And I want to go straight for increasing my tax rate by only a measly 3%, but it adds up. Oh, look at this. Kiev's actually pushed north against the Baltic pagans. We're still a turn out from getting all my sergeants. Okay. Is there anything I can sort of do for this? They aren't going to win that, I don't reckon. Vesvolod. Oh god, these Rus and Czech and Polish names are going to be the death of me. Okay, well, we're still one more turn away. I think we should push to the border and basically get ready to cross the river here. I think we'll just sort of keep an eye out for the result at the end of the day, because we might be able to nab a settlement, even though it's not in the region of Ruthenia, as I would have liked. But we should keep an eye on the Baltic pagans and the Christians in Kiev. Maybe playing as the Mongols might be a cool campaign. Playing as Genghis Khan's son. Okay, so the war still rages. Oh no! Rich and poor alike run for the high ground as rivers burst their banks, flooding the fields and city. Minus 50. Oh no! An act of God has forsaken us. Minus 5 public order, 50 wealth from... Oh no! And it's also nuked our movement as well. Oh, that's such a shame. So, if we were to intervene on this, we have to, like, cross the river, which, like, nukes a turn. So, let's push up to the border here now. It is risky, leaving our only city bare. But we'll install my brother, Conrad, in. Even though I probably shouldn't have done it, because it's 35 there. Crikey. Legacy of Rome founded. Okay, I probably should change some of these names. The Lights of Absolution. What's our thing as well? First, actually, I'm going to rename some of these. I might rename this now. Okay, I feel like I've named them quite fittingly. We have the White Eagle Risers and First Among the Piasts. Okay, so if we go on a forced march... Okay, it's not going to allow us, because I was going to say, what's happening here is it's just nuking our movement. Yeah, we could maybe... Is this the region capital as well? No, it's not, but there's candles in Lithuania. Okay, cool. Well, let's end the turn and continue. There's not really much else we can do. So we've still got 3 turns of flooding. That is awful. Just that one act of God absolutely screwed us over there. So let's see how this army sort of reacts. If Kiev wins, I don't know if we're going to be able to do too much. Oh, okay. Piracy? Oh, it doesn't matter, though. Could you imagine? Sir, we've had rampant piracy in Poland, but we don't have a port. It's down these rivers. So, it looks like they threw them back. And we're suffering attrition here. So, Kiev is now pushed back within winter. But it looks like the Baltic pagans... Oh, they haven't... Oh, okay. They've got a military alliance with Lithuania. I hope they didn't come in. The winter attrition is the problem. Now, it will turn into a siege. And we will suffer... Oh, the garrison isn't even weak. As much as I want to push north like that... I think we're better off going south against the 12-year-old boy. Because winter attrition's going to smash us. And I don't think that army is as damaged as you'd think. The garrison doesn't seem to even have a scratch on it. We're going to have to go back into a forced march to get back to Poland. But I think we should push down and try and take our entire region of Ruthenia. Look, it wasn't a bad shout, pushing north to take the initiative, see if we could come up with something. It's just a bit of a shame it didn't come through. Right, so let's get some levy spearmen. They only cost 150. We will go into debt, but we're going to be able to strike Halicz, or Halicz, very soon anyway. Okay, cool. Let's end the turn and continue. That army could move out. It wasn't even an amazing settlement for me. It was just a interesting opportunity that arose. And look, I think we made the smart decision. If it was a lot more smashed, we don't have any spies, so we can't see. Once we construct our Catholic Church, we're going to be able to have priests as an agents, which will massively give us line of sight. For example, if they were all like red and just smashed. Oh, it looks like someone else is going after them, mate. Oh no! The Kuman Confederacy are at war with them. Shit. We want to try and get in striking range as quickly as possible. And we'll move you here to Krakow to deal with any unwanted invasions. How big is Krakow at the moment? Okay, so we've got enough to sort of defend it. We just got to play it slow and by ear as best we can. We'll try and squeeze some more money out from my fellow factions and Christian allies. Okay, cool. Well, let's end the turn and continue. We might have the first battle of today's episode within the next couple of turns. We'll definitely have a siege regardless. We'll try and join a war to improve relations. You're always better off trying to cheese the AI, cheese the war through by joining someone else's war. It's just way more positive, way more beneficial for you. The AI often either gives you gold, money, or even if they don't, they still get better relations with you, which is always good. There's no real advantage to war decking someone straight up. So war between Sweden and Norway, peace negotiated with the Holy Roman Empire and Hungary. Oh, great. Leszek looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. He's managed to get a cook for the army, which gives us integrity. That's great. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of a problem there. So why do we see Norway? I don't know, but they're going to give us a non-aggressional pact, which is good, and they're also going to give us a little bit of money. Does Kiev want a non-aggression? No, they don't. Do they want trade, potentially? Regardless, I think we should push against the city, even though there isn't a very big army there. I wish I could just get line of sight. That's what I need. I need to get a priest in here. So who are they actually at war with? They're at war with Kume Khanate. The only people I know is Kiev, and Kiev despise me. I will join your war. Hi! Okay. Would you like trade? No. A non-aggression pact? Cool. I'm happy to sign that. Because that will buy us some time. That will buy us some time before we go to war with them. Rejected. I can't give you any more money, that's the thing. Would 600 work? So I'll join your war for a non-aggression, and I'll offer you 600 or 500. We'll go 520. We'll go with that. Accepted. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to put the taxes up. That's okay. We can sack this city. So we're gonna push south now and have our first battle. So we cannot attack in one turn, which is a shame, and we can't see them, so they might come up against us. What I'm going to have to do is I think we're better off disbanding. So we go in. Okay. I'll quickly try and negotiate with someone to try and get some money. They actually really like me. No way will they give me a payment. Peace? For puppet? Nah. I'm not going to. It was just sort of for my own curiosity. Let's try and get some money here to save our debt. Okay, I can't see anyone to get us any more money just for free. However, I found the Duchy of Silesia here. Now, they have a princess who's 18. Any flames I have burned for my husband. Personal influence. Okay. So we can marry Conrad to this princess. It's very high as well. Okay, I'm not going to get like other stuff. Maybe for like military access or something might not be a bad shout low. Regardless, we're going to get a huge dowry, I think, for her. Well, they're going to give us money. It's the other way around, isn't it? Regardless, they're going to give us money. I'm going to take it. If we can get an alliance with Silesia here, or is it, what's this? Silesia here. This is Silesia, right? Okay. Yeah, let's go for this. They're going to offer me 200. Perfect. We can marry and have a claim to this territory, and it also secures our border here. So Conrad, oh, he has inherited a bastard daughter though, which isn't of our dynasty. That's alright. Oh, good. We can actually move you up to the Castellan, and we'll try and marry you off. Good. I'd rather do that than a random Polish gal. I want to try and marry into other European families as I can. Okay, unit experience for missile, that's gone up. I want to try and make my way down to motivator. So let's, motivator and tactician. Okay, cool. Well, let's end the turn and continue and see how the enemy reacts. They are at war with Kiev, so maybe they're putting pressure upon them. However, they've left their capital open. Hungary has declared war upon me. Oh, no. We've finally taken the initiative to push against someone and go. But the Kingdom of Hungary have war decked us. Serbia, Croatia look like they're going to be coming with us. Fucking hell. Not good. Not good whatsoever. Well, once we take this settlement, we're going to have to peace out quickly. Now, I think we kind of have a natural border, especially with Krakow. An illegitimate son, Lessig, has had a bastard son. I need to learn how to pronounce that. That just giving that is giving me a fucking migraine. Alright, okay, so where are we going? So war with Hungary, trade agreement broken. Okay, good. Right, so, by the look of it, the only way to... The quickest way to Krakow is through here, so we can hold this point quite well. And that's our... Oh, come on, can you, like, come help us the fuck out, please? Like, that'd be ideal. Fuck. Sometimes the AI might glitch out and want to super peace straight away. No. So now the problem we have is we're being ganged up on. Okay, so we can actually take this settlement here now. So, I want to try and get a battle for today's episode. And I don't think Hungary is going to hit me anytime soon. But let's have a battle here. So we've got 2 units against heavy spearmen, 2 light archers and such. Because realistically, we're always better off auto-resolving that one. Just due to arrow fire. And we are in a tricky situation. I'm going to try and get some money. Okay, well, let's fight this one upon the battlefield. They are Orthodox Christian, so we're going to be able to sack the city and not get any negative effects from the Pope. So we have 4 ladders here, some light battering ram. We're going to have to take the initiative and strike against them. Let's hit them hard, and show them how STRONK Poland is. The Battle of Halicz, 1214 AD. So we have 4 units of our own spearmen, 6 units of swordsmen, 3 units of archers, 4 units of cavalry, and then we've got our crossbowmen. But this campaign, if Hungary really blitzkriegs and pushes against us and be relentless, showing us no mercy, this campaign could end quite quickly. Because as you would have seen earlier on, where they trespassed into my lands, I should have seen the signs, to be honest. But we were basically hitting our max economic recruitment sort of pool. We need land, we need finances to continue on. So I think they had like 2.5 stacks. And also, we have to fight Serbia and their puppets, Croatia. Okay guys, welcome to the battle map. It's incredibly foggy, so we're going to have to wait 1 turn there. Rain. I don't know why it says this campaign is normal difficulty. I think it's going to be significantly higher. So, to push in here, we can go straight for you here. There's a victory point here. Victory point there. Victory point there, and one's higher up here. Okay. Well, so, this is actually a wooden castle. So we've got that going for us. So we're going to be able to burn some of the towers before we even enter the city. So, that's good. Even the towers here have actually already been destroyed. So, it's really pushing for that. That tower's going to be a problem there. And then we've got some deployables here. Okay. Right, well, let's push and hit them. Hit them hard. Right, so you're going to be going here. We have another secondary battering ram with a tower here. Ideally, you should go here, but there's too many towers there. If there's no towers, I'm sort of more inclined to go somewhere. That's not too bad, but there's still 3 towers there. You're nearly better off going in here, to be honest. There's less towers. But then you have to make your way to that point anyway, and there's going to be a barricade there. Okay. I guess we just put you here. Make the majority of the assault come from this side. Make my sergeants do most of the work. And then we'll pop the other 2 basically here. and try and take that. I think it's probably our best bet. You could, yeah, I think we should put 2 there, put 2 on that side. I think I'm happy with that. Okay, so let's chuck 1 unit of spearmen here, chuck another unit here, and then allow 2 more to go this way. Once we gain control of a gate, we'll flank with cavalry, and I think cavalry is probably going to have more of a better quality time further on this side. We've also got our own crossbowmen, and then we've got the king here as well. Let's pop you here. Archers, I said I wanted you to focus on towers, but here you're probably okay. So switch to loose formation and place you here, while you guys can be tasked by taking down arrow towers. So I don't know how quickly or effectively they're going to go, but we'll soon find out. Let's go with flaming shot before we initiate this side of the wall. I'll get you to try and take these arrow towers down, depending on sort of the time nature of it. We'll see. Okay, that's good here. So let's have a look at the Polish units and meet them. So here are our stock bog standard Polish sergeants. Nothing special. Further archers here as well. Okay, cool. Very much the same. The White Eagle blowing in the wind for Poland. And here he is, the king amongst the Piasts. King... What's his name again? What's his name? Elish. Elishk. That's it. Oh, that's awkward. Elishk. I forgot his goddamn name. His Polish names. Right, we'll move over and have a look at our cavalry divisions as well. Man, this is make or break for the campaign. This will decide our fate for the next 1,000 years, or plunge us into death and destruction at the hands of the Hungarians. Okay, well, let's start the battle here now. Quickly pause and give out the orders. So, you're more than happy to push up and try and hit their units. So, try and hit their light bowmen. I'm going to switch to a standard shot. You guys have flaming arrows attached, so try and hit that down. And you go for this way as well. Okay, battering rams on this side can halt, but I will get these ones on this side to advance due to the severe deficit of arrow towers on that side. So men, make ready for Poland, for the new nation. Move out. Okay, so we're slowly but surely pushing on the left side here, or right side rather. The left flank looks like it's got a lot more defenders. Let's have a look at them. Classic Easterners. Pagans as well. Oh wow, they look very familiar to the Tsardom of Bulgaria. And they've actually moved their general unit to the front line there. My archers now are moving up, hopefully ready to cause some chaos. The White Eagle raised nice and high. Okay, so my reinforcements are moving up well. Okay, let's try and engulf that tower. Once you make your mark, men, you're more than happy to fire at will. There we go, nice up and over the top. See if we can engulf a blaze. We seem to be clipping some of the units at the back there as well. So it's done 7% fire damage to no casualties lost. Okay, so I haven't actually tried to burn down arrow towers in the 1212 AD mod just yet, so I don't know how effective they are. It's total rotilla, so you'd imagine that fire is still pretty overpowered and still very much effective. I seem to be fighting sort of a lot more stone settlements. Regardless, let's have a look now. So that is only 13% fire damage, while this is only 7. I don't know if it's overly effective. However, they're not charging out against us, are they? No way. They've thrown the majority of their archers here. Oh, it's unreal. So they're throwing out some of their archers here to try and stop us. I'm going to have to send some cavalry up and around to deal with this. We've got our own crossbows here. Okay. I don't think this is being very effective. But in saying that, it probably is going to be, because at 150, they haven't lost a guy. I think it's still going to save a lot of lives. Okay, so they're trying to stop our men get up here. So let's send a unit of spears further down to deal with it. And say with you, have they actually stopped the siege tower? Yeah, they have. They've actually actively stopped the siege tower from progressing. Now that they've charged out, I still need to take out the gatehouse. So they've done the right thing here. They've sacrificed a unit of archers just to slow down us. Cavalry would be ideal for them. Okay, so we're actually wavering here because we can't get up and over the walls. I'm going to send a unit of cavalry down here to try and save things. We need these arrow towers gone, basically. So push for this. Okay, so they've pushed up here and they've been smashed. Man, the morale is just dead. That just shows you, like, auto-resolve would have been so much more beneficial. Because these units are trash. Look at this, man. We're going to have to swing around here. They're going to have to take up the battering ram. At least my Polish knights are going to come down here and give them a warm welcome. But for one unit of archers, hardly worth it. And we've now lost 300 men. 57. They're broken now. Get up and over the wall. Okay, you're back on the ram. Break it down. Fall back now. These guys should have been hitting these guys. Right, come on, get up and over the wall. Yeah, attach that to there if you need to. Continue to break that down. Okay, so how are we going here? 42. Lost 20 men. Would I have taken more than 20 men out? Maybe not. I don't know. We're up and over the wall here now, which is a good sign. The battering ram there. So we're still trying to throw as many men over the top as we can. But at the end of the day, we're still struggling to fight against archers here. Alright, continue to push over where we can. Push down into this. My archers need to be firing on that unit. Okay, gate damage here. We're going to swing more cavalry here. I think our best bet is to do that. Fall all our cavalry here. My swordsmen are still routing. Okay. Continue to fire into the back end of that. That's going to fall soon. We'll be able to get some hammer and anvil charges on. 52. Yeah. The thing is, like, are we going to lose more men when we charge? Or are we better off to switch to a different ammunition? Look, it's really sort of debatable. Okay. So we're pushing over this side. Once we get the wall down, we'll be able to do some proper... Oh, there we go. We've now taken it. Get the cavalry in. Get my archers to halt here. And potentially make your way here, say, with flammable, so you can hit that other wall. Okay, so we're in now. You push for this, you push for that. My cavalry is going to try and push here. And then I'll push like one here and we'll try and get around the back. Once we start getting some hammer and anvil charges in, we'll be fine. We still have 53 minutes remaining. So you push into the back of that, while you push into the back of this. Charge! I can't wait to get some winged hussars at some point. That would be amazing. Okay, let's pull you further back here. So they're now redirecting a lot of their spearmen from that line. I am going to have to send everyone up. I'm just going to have to. I'm afraid. So let's just go for it. Okay. So, my cavalry still can't seem to bloody break that. Okay, so they're going to get caught here if they're not careful. So, this is going to be difficult because I guess we just pull up here or something, because they're just going to get arrow fired, aren't they? They're going to get caught there. So push higher up here. You like push for this. Try and break that archer unit. Okay, cool. Let's move my own crossbowman here. So swing this way. We might be able to hit him from behind here. We really just need to bait around the city. You hit them from behind even though they are spearmen. Bait back. Or really fake, to be honest. Oh, come on. Yeah, now he's got to do it. So, 160 before the initial charge. How many once we go for it? Oh my god. Oh, they ran fucking past it. Oh, that was so AIDS. So fucking AIDS. Right, move you up here. Yeah, try go for something like that. You're already going for that. You're going for that. Try and get you up here at least. Fuck me dead. Right. You pull up this way. You're just so light, you actually like push through it. Get the cavalry to the back end there. Swing a swordsman to countercharge. Allow the spears to continue to go for that. Get my crossbowmen to halt. Why are some of them down there? You fucking kidding me? At least we're going to be able to swing these guys around the back. Alright, charge. 117, flat footing. Come on, just get a good charge on. Side. That's not too bad. Push. Back. Okay, that's good. That's what we sort of want. Okay, move the general units back. Let's get some archers in now. Do you even like charge? Right, now go again there. Okay, charge down into this again. Alright, continue. Yeah, I reckon like get my archers to draw these short swords and even go after something like this. If not, just try and pepper them from range there now. Now that they're in. Okay. They've now officially broken, which is good, so we can swing around the back of these guys at least. Okay. Fire into that. Swing around the back of this. I'm going to get them to draw their short swords there. Man, oh man, how are we going? Oh, 700. The auto result wouldn't have been that. It's a fine line between enjoyment and cheese, to be honest. Okay, so where are we looking now? So these guys are getting smashed. They really can't do anything there. We could try and push back and forth into this. Especially side on like that. That's not a bad shout. Archers at this point have only just engulfed that arrow tower. Okay, let's pull out. We're going to get a strong charge there. Pull out of this. Let's go again. Man, these Rus hunters are not to be messed with. My archers have now capitulated there. And my swordsmen are now coming in. Get a charge off. Get a charge on this as well. My spearmen are going to buckle here eventually. So I am going to have to move them out. Okay. I'm going to move my archers out of their combat lock. Go to fire at will. I want to just start hitting their general. If we can get rid of him. Good. Now everyone's getting in. Alright, push for this victory point. You push for that as well. We've broken down the gateway now, so we've got that going for us. Let's switch back to a standard shot and try and move you here. The main square is the town square here. So let's get my crossbowmen to try and hit that. And really try and weaken them down. I'll just drop that ram now. We're in. Don't even worry about it. Okay, try and get these heavy units over here. For some reason they're stuck in that lock. We might even be able to get around the back there. Yeah, good. Send the cavalry here. The unit of spears has now come back. Come on, skirmish. Yeah, shoot them. They look like they're stuck in... Yeah, it looks like they're stuck in lock. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Regardless, try and pressure this back unit. Once that's taken, throw more guys in. Yeah, push for this. Okay, good. Everyone's slowly but surely trickling in now. That unit's going to break from one more direct Polish cavalry charge. Charge! Now, to be honest, this might all be in vain. Because we've lost too many casualties. If the Hungarians want to parlay. Man, those arrow towers are not to be messed with. And those archers, holy shit. Okay, yeah, so let's make sure this is proper. Yeah, I don't know why. I think they like permanently don't have stuff now, which is mad. Okay, let's switch back to a heavy shot, and we'll get my archers to focus on their general. Okay, that's now been taken, which is good. Everyone's moving in now. Okay, perfect. So, let's get my swordsman to basically mount a charge. Okay, we'll try and get proper cavalry around the back. But really, I'd get my archers to sort of sit back and try and take them from range here. Because there's their general. Pagan, holding it. Well, he's Orthodox, isn't he? It's a pagan hall he's got back there, though. Woden! By the look of it. Okay, cool. Alright, let's continue on. I'm going to get my swordsman to pull back. I want to let my archers get some target practice against them. They're going to charge, so fall back. I wanted to flank with my swordsman. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. Okay, get everyone ready. Oh, you're kidding me. We've somehow lost line of sight with him. That's some fresh horse shit there. Good. We're better off doing this. We're better off just allowing my archers to try and take as many of them out as possible. On heavy shot. Okay. Keep my swordsman here nearby. Along with my cavalry ready to charge as well. We're better off arcing our shot, shooting up nice and over the wall, getting some target practice with my archers. Whoever can hit the general, 1,000 denarii, 1,000 gold, and 1,000 acres. How does that sound? I guess we use gold in Poland, or shekels or something. Yeah, there's no point of pushing up here. I think we're even in arrow fire range. Well, they've now turned, so we're going to be able to hit them from behind. We've now lost line of sight. We'll go with the false cavalry charge higher up. I might even move my guys higher up here if we really want to. Yeah, get another shot there. Oh no, just go for the charge. 95. They must be about to break any moment now. 10 casualties. Yep, let's just go for the charge. Get my archers to halt, draw their swords, and charge along with the cavalry as well. Let's run them down. Kill the general. They're about to get sandwiched from both sides. Archers charging to hold them in place. There we go. Oh! That guy's a fucking badass. He killed the captain of the guard. He's definitely got a lordship and a title. Right, let's end the battle there. Decisive victory. Well, we deployed 2,610. We lost 717. I still feel like a couple of my units got decimated more than what they lost. Well, look, the rule of thumb for Total War, as long as you don't lose half of what the enemy deployed, it's a good fight. That's what I usually use. But by the look of that, using my own metric, we did lose more than half of what the enemy deployed, which is 600 in that case, and we lost 700. So what did most of the work for them? Their spearmen, heavy and medium, didn't do that well. It was those heavy archers there. Look at that! 279, 186. The Rus archers didn't even do the back. These bloody marksmen and maskmen by their imagery, I guess. 117, 129. Our cavalry did well once they were in the city. 183, 202. Leszek the Legend. The Lion. I don't know. What was his name? It was Michael the Magnificent and Theo the Conqueror. What else was there? What was that Scottish king's name? It's been a while since I recorded that series. I can't remember. Okay, guys, welcome to the campaign map. Leszek was victorious. I'm kind of thankful we didn't lose the entirety of any units. But we've now taken the city. We could subjugate them. We can loot and occupy or sack. I'm going to loot and occupy. I would have to straight up occupy if it was a Christian faction, because I don't want to piss off the Pope. So we need to repair the main... building first. And let's try and break this down as well. So, we have now encountered, I imagine, the Cuman Confederacy. Would you like a non-aggression pact? Would you like trade rights? No. I need to get some alliances here because the war with Hungary and their allies is coming very soon. Okay, so we're now not hemorrhaging money. Do they want peace as well? Low. They must have been sieging Kiev or something. I'm not entirely sure. It's going to take a while before we can get back on track. Oh, I just wasn't expecting a war with Hungary so early on. Okay, so let's get some crossbowmen because they can be recruited within one turn. Even though I don't personally like them overly, but they're better than nothing. Okay, cool. Well, let's end the turn and continue and see how Hungary react. I'm pretty happy that we got our first settlement, though. Even it wasn't a sort of an amazing fight. I think their major army is in Kiev. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll soon find out. I want to try and peace out with Hungary as quickly as possible. But we are going to be able to see them from a mile away. They've got to push through this river here on the mountain pass. And they've also got to push through there. They could trespass through Silesia and come around from the west to Krakow. That would be probably the best way for them, but we'll soon find out. And also with these guys, they had an army at Kiev. I wonder if they'll retaliate and try and retake their settlement back. So the Cuman Confederacy are at war. with Chernigov and the Khwarezmian Empire. We've demolished here now, which has got our budget back on track. We need to convert this quickly and probably to a castle. We need that quick smart. And that's a city. Because we just need whatever provides the biggest garrison, if I'm being honest. There's not really too much. What about a fortified town? That might be more beneficial for us. Continue to break that down. We are not getting any replenishment at the moment, which is a pain. I'm going to renegotiate with Hungary for peace. Low. Look, sometimes you can do it when no blood's been spilt between the two sides. Okay, so these guys are quite weak further in the north. Now, do the Kuman Confederacy want trade or a non-aggression? You had a bunch of guys war deck you. Why the fuck don't you want peace or a trade or a non-aggression? No, we are Kuman. They don't give a fuck. Okay, guys, well, unfortunately, it's time to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to be continuing the Polish campaign over the next couple of days and weeks. If this video can hit 500 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today and release the second video instantly. Let me know in the comment section down below where you want me to expand and conquer. We're going to hit our objectives here, of course. I want to try and build a big Polish state. Let me know in the comments as well. I think going after the Holy Roman Empire and like the Teutonic Order, are there any sort of cultural significant cities or settlements or regions that I should take? I kind of like to have an objective and a path. As you guys can remember, in the Byzantine campaign, obviously Constantinople, Rome are the major two, with the Ayyubid Sultanate, same with Constantinople, and the papacy. With the Scotland campaign, it was to take the entirety of the UK and London and take Jerusalem. So let me know, maybe the Poles could send a crusade down, maybe take Jerusalem as well. I don't know, let me know in the comments below. But stay tuned for more videos on the channel, and we'll see how this Polish campaign fares. King Leszek against the Hungarians Andreas, so it doesn't look too rosy, but regardless. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.